Week.
Yeah.
I'm a good guy during the week. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good guy during the week.
Good responsible citizen.
Yeah. Just when, I clock out on Friday.
Different side of you comes
Different
out.
side.
Alter ego.
Call me Batman, bro. I come out at the nighttime, bro.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Man, so what's been going on this week for you? What you been up to? Anything new in the world?
Anything new? No, man, I just been watching like a lot of like the videos of like them getting ready for like the inauguration and everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like that shit's been crazy.
Yeah, I heard something like there's no way this is true, but it said like 20,000 Secret Service agents are going to be there on Wednesday.
I heard it's going to be a lot. I don't think 20,000.
That's
I didn't even know they had 20,000.
Yeah, like
bringing them from other countries. Like what the fuck?
Y'all important security.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be wild. And do you know anything about like is there allowed to be people in attendance?
I don't know.
Because normally it's like a big.
I think there are going to be people in attendance though. Like I mean, every inauguration there has been people in attendance. People, yeah. But then again, this could be a good excuse not to, just because of what I'm saying
everything,
COVID and Corona and all that shit.
Yeah. So what have you been seeing? Like,
man, them just like extra security, them like bringing extra dogs and like even like the buildings near where they're gonna have an inauguration at, been boarding up and putting like cement blocks in front of their businesses and shit, bro. Like they preparing for a shit show.
Man, I mean, it makes sense.
Oh,
like,
definitely.
I was talking about it with my parents this morning, and like, obviously, I would never wish anything bad upon any of our presidents, you know. But like, if this is the one where something's gonna happen, like, or if there's gonna be one where something's gonna happen, this is gonna be the one.
I think this gonna be. I mean,
it's good that people are preparing for it.
Yeah, shit adds up.
Yeah,
like, man, it's just I've never seen this shit before, bro. Like all the videos and like you hear about that guy that tried to sneak in. To what? Sneak into like
the workers or whatever.
Yeah, like the what do they call it? Like when you get in like the whatever, they bring all the workers in, have all your credentials.
There's a word for that. What the
fuck I can't even think of it right now. I'm having a brain fart.
I mean,
not like a recital, but I mean
that's a word for it. Practice.
Yeah,
we talk about practice.
The run through, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. We're struggling.
Yeah, so he came in with his fake credentials or whatever, and they caught his ass. And then I heard he had like heli guns, heli rounds of like ammunition and all that shit too, bro.
Damn, but he was able to like actually infiltrate and get in.
Like he got in, but they caught him like right away.
Okay, well that gives me a little peace of mind. Shit.
Right,
man, it's crazy. Yeah, I hope everything goes smoothly, man. I don't know, like it's funny. We don't talk politics. The only thing I just want to say is like when Trump got elected last time, I wasn't nervous per se, but I am nervous right now. Just like a lot of the political system's gotten exposed lately, and everything that we're going through in the world, man. I hope whatever the right decision is, I just hope whatever the best thing that happens will happen.
Right.
That's literally all that I can hope for.
Facts, bro. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. I guess like while we're on the topic, one of the things that happened this week that I really wanted to talk about was, I guess it happened like a little bit last week, was Twitter decided to permanently ban Trump.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which is interesting. And I don't know how you feel about it, but my perspective is like this. I think one of the best things that being an American provides us with is, and this podcast is a great example of it, is free speech, right? I can come on here and talk crazy, and you can talk crazy, and we won't necessarily get in trouble for it. Right. And you're able to just say whatever you want, and, within the realms of, there's obviously like a few things that you could say that are crazy. Yeah. But, like, so free speech is like pretty valuable to me. I really feel like, whether or not I'm going to agree or disagree with what you're saying, I want to hear what you're saying. Right.
See where I'm coming from, try to understand why I'm saying the shit I'm saying.
Yeah. And as like a citizen, I would rather be able to filter out what I want to hear myself. Right. Like if I don't like what someone has to say, I'm just going to, unfollow them, block them, whatever I want to do.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Yeah. I got hella people blocked on Twitter and shit.
Speaking of that, like this whole situation has exposed a lot of, I can't even call them friends anymore, but people I knew like back in high school. Like it's been crazy.
Really? Like this whole pandemic situation?
The pandemic, and like, you know, I'm not huge on politics, but I know what I presume right from wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, and like people expose themselves.
Yes, exactly. And I'm just like, yep, unfollow you. Yep. And then they're like, why'd you unfollow me? I don't leave them on scene. I don't even respond.
Yeah. You know, that the same thing happened to me too.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, and especially looking at, I don't know if, did you read the reasons why they decided to ban him?
No.
Okay. So
I was just like, oh shit, okay. Yeah. That's what's up.
The only reason I just wanted to know, like, I assumed, because I don't follow him, like I don't keep up to date with him like that.
Yeah.
But I know that he tweets crazy, so I assumed that he said something crazy. You know,
he always seems so crazy.
Yeah, he's saying crazy shit. So, and it was after the riots too. So if there was just a time that it caught my attention, it was this one. So basically, he had two tweets. I think the first one was something like, I don't like what I'm seeing or whatever. Basically saying that the riots shouldn't have happened and he wasn't condoning them. And then the second tweet was about like, us Republicans will not be disrespected and they will pay for what they've done. Whatever, right? Which, like,
that's a low-key threat.
My thing is like, bro, read the room. Like, you can tweet that any other day, but the day after the riot, that was the wrong time to tweet something like that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So,
read the room.
But anyway,
exactly
like, even despite that, like, even his lack of awareness with that comment or that tweet, I guess, it still seems like an overreaction to me to ban him because, like, they're banning him for an interpretation of what he said, right? Like, what he said in actuality wasn't a threat, or it wasn't inciting violence, or it wasn't a call to arms.
Right.
So they decided to ban him for their interpretation of it.
Right.
You know?
But at the same time, you got to realize, like, he says a lot of subliminal shit all the time. Mm-hmm. And then he has a shit ton of followers. Like,
I think it's like 40 million or something like that when I saw it.
Like, they're ready to go at the drop of a dime for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like the shit he says, he has such a strong following that anything he says, I feel like some people are crazy enough to misinterpret it and then go crazy. Like that stand back and stand down, or stand ready to shit he said.
Yeah, what he said about the BLM stuff.
Yeah, like what? Like,
or the whatever.
And that was a subliminal message too. Like, and then my thing is like people that were supporting him, or the people that was at the Capitol that were supporting him, they were being un-American,
right?
Waving around a Confederate flag. I'm just like, this is your following? So is this what they interpret that you stand for?
Right.
So
I hear all that, but it once again just boils down to like their interpretation of what he's saying. Right, but the shit he said, I feel like made them do that. He has such a hold on them that he can say something that's might not seem crazy, but they might say, okay, he really mean this, so let's go do that. Like, I don't think the riots would have ever happened if he wouldn't have been talking some crazy shit. Right. I mean, he essentially, like, he organized the protest, right? Yeah. It turned into a riot. Indirectly. He didn't organize the riot, but he organized all those people. Exactly. Yeah. I hear that. So, but then, like, that's a slippery slope, because then if we're going to hold this one person accountable for... Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, if you're holding him accountable for the way people are interpreting what he's saying, then to me, you have to do that to everybody. Right. And I don't personally think I should be held accountable for example, what you think I'm saying. Right. I want to be held accountable for actually what I'm saying. Right. And so because I feel like that about myself, I have to carry that to the way I think about this guy. Right. And anyone in general. So that's my thing. Like, you know, like, do I necessarily want the guy on Twitter? No. Like, I don't, you know, he's too old, first of all. Yeah. I feel like it's like you said, it's a slippery slope, because like this whole 4 years, I just feel like he's been creating division just by like the little shit he's been saying and the shit he's been doing. His actions speak louder than words. And like how you got half the country or more than half the country now rocking with you, and you got a whole bunch, like the other half of the country rocking with you. Like, come on, man. It's something you're doing or saying. Yeah. It's just a weird time. Like, obviously I've only lived through 3 presidents so far, right? But like, I've never thought of a time where like the opposite of who you voted for or whatever, you like hated the other side. Now, I'm not saying that's necessarily true for the general populace.
When the mugs at the riot, they hate the other side.
Yeah, but there's like a lot of people on both sides that just like hate the other group of people. And that's just a weird thing because I know politics are important and politics can kind of determine your ethics and what you stand for. But like, you know, me and you are friends, but I guarantee we don't agree on 100% of everything.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Right? Yeah. So it's just a weird thing that, like, you would hate someone because they don't agree with you on one political spectrum.
Right.
You know?
And, like, I know people that who voted for Trump, but, you know what I mean, vote for who you want for. But at the same time, like, it's I mean, both presidents, I mean, they suck. And, you know, you go back to both of their histories, they both done some shitty shit to everybody in the world. Yeah. And to me, it's like picking the lesser of two evils. And so, I mean, like, Biden, he did some shitty shit to people back in the day. And they're like, well, you know what he did back in the day, why you vote for him now? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's a lesser of two evils. That's always a funny
sentiment to me because I think, so
it's like, what have you done for me lately, too? And we've seen what Trump has done for us lately, too.
Yeah. I think I would say that's what most people's decision came down to. Yeah. It's like people's moves lately. Yeah. But like it's always a funny sentiment when people bring up pasts of politics is like the number one time it happens.
Oh yeah, all the time. Every 4 years they got to bring up the past.
Yeah, for sure. And it's just funny because like, man, like, are you saying that because you're perfect? Right. Like, I'm not trying to say that there's any excuse for any actions anyone's ever taken, but like, come on, man, I've made some crazy mistakes in my life. I know you have. I know everyone has. Right. So it's like I'm all for talking about people's mistakes and whatnot, but like to use that against them, just like, hey, you made this in Biden's case or whatever. Like this motherfucker's old, so you made this mistake 50 years ago. I'm still gonna hold you to it. It's like, come on, man, like you know. Yeah. But I mean, that's kind of like off topic. I don't know. It's just a dangerous thing to me to start determining who's allowed to speak and who's not. Right. You know. Yeah. Because at this time, like I'm cool generally with Trump being off Twitter because I don't think he's just too old for this shit. Like, get off. But like, I agree with this one situation. Now, what if they ban LeBron James because he tweets something crazy? Now I'm gonna be up in arms about that because that's something I actually care about and invested in. Yeah, here's where I stand on that. When you are the leader of basically the world, whoever the president of the United States is basically the leader of the world. Damn near. Leader of the free world or whatever. Leader of the free world. Yeah. You can't do certain shit. You can't say certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can't put me or you on the same level as Trump. Yeah, it's true. You can't put us on the same level as LeBron. Like, has LeBron said some shit before? Yeah. Yeah. But has he said some crazy shit that Trump has said? I feel like when you're in that position of power, you have a responsibility to not do or say dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Period. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Like, that's it, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard to argue with that because, like, you know, I don't want to be held to the same standard as the president, you know? You can't. You shouldn't, and you will never, ever be. Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully not. So, I guess I didn't think about it that way. Like, this man is the president, so he's held to a different standard. Yeah. But I guess... You got a whole country behind you. Yeah. I guess it's just weird for me now. I would agree with that sentiment had it been, like, 4 years ago when they banned him. Mm. But, like, he's a week away from office, so... Like, I don't know, just like, why now? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't get, like, why they decided to do it now. You know what? I mean, I feel like, because if he still was on Twitter and, you know, they, you know, passed the power over to Biden, he'd probably be, like, going crazy on Twitter. Like, he ain't the real Joe president. Made another mistake. Fuck him. I would have never done this if I was the president. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can understand why. Because, like, I feel like, it's about to get a little crazy. Yeah. About to get a little crazy. Yeah. I mean, it's been crazy, so it's about to continue, I should say. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. I just think this might be the start of something that I'm not trying to see, which is like all of a sudden now we're just getting rid of people and taking away their free speech. You know? But then at the same time, it's like... Some people abuse their free speech. Right. There's people that abuse free speech. That's like if somebody abused their freedom. What happens if you abuse your freedom? Right. You're done. You pay the consequence. You're done. But like, I don't know if there's a way to exploit free speech genuinely. Like, I know there's things that my morals and ethics won't allow me to say, or I mean, I can say it, but like I choose not to because of my morals and ethics. But at the end of the day, like if I came on here and started saying them, I don't personally believe that like I got to turn off the podcast forever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like I said, man,
I just feel like there shouldn't be rules with free speech.
People that say crazy shit all the time on Twitter all the time. Crazier shit than the president.
Oh, yeah.
Or the former president. Like, all the time.
Yeah.
But guess what? They Joe Blow from down the street. You know what I'm saying? They ain't the president, bro.
Yeah.
That's the highest of the high, bro.
Yeah.
If you can't be saying crazy shit, bro, I just feel like...
Yeah, that's fair. I guess I haven't really thought about that perspective of it. Like, he is a president. We hold him to a different standard.
Maybe if he, I don't know, if it was like a regular celebrity, and he tweeting crazy shit, they'd be like, all right, whatever. Yeah. Kanye tweet crazy shit all the time.
He doesn't get kicked off.
He ain't getting blocked or kicked off.
Right.
So that right there is like the comparison.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. And then, like, on the flip side, I don't necessarily want to support this, but at the end of the day, Twitter, Instagram, social media is not America.
Yes.
Right. So, like, America believes in free speech,
right.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that these companies have to.
Right. Exactly. You know. Exactly. Which, I feel like that's a great point.
Yeah.
That is a great point. Like,
I feel like they should.
You can't tell somebody what to do with their own company.
Right. It's their, like, unless it was America owns Twitter.
Yeah, then, exactly.
Of course.
That's kind of like comparing it to, like, not on the same level, but like, marijuana being legal. Mm-hmm. But at my company, if you smoke and get caught, you're fired.
Yeah.
It's legal in the country, but it's not legal at my job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because companies have different standards.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. So I feel like that's kind of how it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, like, even with that being said, like, I still think that these platforms should allow for free speech.
Right.
You know, but, yeah, at the same time, like, I gotta respect it on that level. It's like, you know, I own this podcast. We own this podcast, for example. So we're allowed to come on here and say, like, we don't talk about politics. Right. So because it's our show.
I feel like this is the most we've ever talked about politics.
Yeah, we normally don't even...
This is like the most in-depth we got into
definitely
it.
We're on that borderline, bro. Just having a political conversation.
This is a surface level shit.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just... My biggest thing is, like, whether or not I agree or disagree with their decision, like, I just think free speech is, like, a dangerous thing to play with, you know? But, like we've talked about, like, there's definitely legitimate reasons as why they did. But, yeah, I just don't want to see this be a trend or something that continues.
Them just start kicking motherfuckers off.
Yeah. Because, like, even shit, like, if someone goes on... I don't know if you can, to be honest with you, but, like, if you go on Twitter and start tweeting the N-word, I know you can say, like, the slang version. Right. I don't know if you can start tweeting it with the hard R or whatever. Right. But, like, even if you can... I don't think someone like that should be banned necessarily, you know, like because it challenges my like personal beliefs and morals, right? But I don't think that one thing we can't do is force our morals and ethics upon other people.
Right. So you're saying if somebody don't believe that, somebody just think that's just another word, they can do. They think in their head they can go ahead and say it,
and they can do that, right? And leave it up to me to unfollow or block them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but. Obviously, that video or whatever, that person will get found out.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody else going to kick them off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're going to get kicked off for life.
Kicked off for life, for sure.
Yeah. But even that's like, if someone tweets something outlandish and like crazy like that.
Happens every day.
The people, the people of Twitter or whatever will attack them. And I don't necessarily, I'm not condoning it.
Right.
But like, there's consequences for
every action.
Right.
Good or bad.
And I also don't think that like, for example, if someone tweeted some racist shit and someone else tweeted like, I'm gonna find you and kill you. On the same token, like I don't think that the person who tweeted that should get punished for saying that. Now, like, can the cops show up and hey, like, motherfucker, like
that's kind of like when people get caught on camera doing shit that's not right.
Yeah.
They get found out.
Yeah. And I guess, okay, so if you're going to tweet a threat, like a violent threat, you probably should get in trouble for it. I guess what I'm saying is like, they shouldn't get banned for it. Because that's like, I don't know. I guess I'm just looking at it from like, I have to keep the same energy.
Right. Yeah, I feel you.
I'm not going to ban you for saying some racist shit, then I'm not going to ban the person for responding emotionally.
Right.
I don't know.
I think I tweet some borderline. No, I won't even say racist shit. I just point out the racism. Mm-hmm. That's what I be tweeting about. I point out racism. Right. So you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not racist at all. You know what I'm saying?
But even that, like, let's talk, for example, you tweet, you condone or point out some racist shit that isn't actually racist.
Right.
I don't think you should be banned for spreading misinformation.
Right.
Which like has happened in the past, like conspiracy theorists or whatever. So that's just like another example of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like,
I don't know.
In my eyes, racism is bad.
Right.
And I feel like if you're being racist towards somebody, you should pay the consequences. Because, I mean, even though some people might believe racism is okay and fine, which people are like that still to this day, they should get some type of, repercussions.
Right. So let's like walk through an example. Someone's tweeting crazy racist shit all the time. Yeah. Do you think that they should be banned off whatever platform it is?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's my personal view.
Yeah.
I want to weed out the bad shit.
Right. So
even if it's something as little as taking one person off. Right. Which that one person has, I feel like, but it's a start.
I guess, though, to just play devil's advocate with you.
Right.
Because in actuality, like, I don't agree. Right. Like, obviously, I agree with, I don't fuck with racism.
I'm about to say, we're going to turn this whole show.
Nah, bro. Actually, black people. I'm just playing. But, like, so I agree. I don't tolerate racism, whatever. But I don't think that people should be banned for that. And my devil's
advocate. Just because of the freedom of speech?
Well, so it's like this. We don't agree with racism, but on that same token, like you just pointed out, that isn't a universal moral code.
Right. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
So in the same way that just because I'm a Christian, like I'm okay with, I'm trying to think of an example. Like we used to pray in school. Right. Right. I don't know. Did you do that in public school?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Yeah. So like growing up early on, because they took it out very early, like we prayed in school. Yeah. And I was, now that I'm old, obviously when I was a kid, I didn't fucking know, but like now that I've gotten older, I'm okay with them taking prayer out because not everyone's a Christian. So it doesn't really make sense to like do a Christian prayer. Right. So, because there's Muslims, whatever. Yeah. So that's kind of the way I see it in regards to that. Yeah. It's like, just because I believe that racism's bad doesn't mean that anyone who tweets racist things should just immediately be deleted off the surface.
Right. But I feel like we've had so many examples of racism being bad. I mean, yeah, we have, but like I guess certain people don't see what has happened. They don't consider that bad. Right. So I see what you're saying. Yeah. Because certain people might see what happened way back in the day or to this day, not racially bad. And me, in my opinion, that's fucked up. How you don't see what's wrong is wrong, what's right is right.
I don't know if I could ever actually do this. I would love to sit down with someone who's like genuinely racist
and just don't see. Yeah,
I just want to know, like,
you do it and let me know how it goes.
Yeah, because you wouldn't sit there.
I wouldn't sit here. I might be on his head real quick.
Yeah, but like, because here's what I would imagine.
Pick your brain. See why they think the way they think.
Here's how I imagine that they look at things.
Honestly, bro, you should do that shit, bro.
It'd be crazy.
You should really do that.
It'd be crazy. Infiltrate the KKK.
Yeah, bro, do something. Put them to the side or something. Do that shit.
But because like insight. I think a racist person, this is just an assumption, if they're like smart enough, right? Like obviously, like they have to have a certain level of intelligence. But I think they would all say that that slavery was bad and all the things that came with that. But I think what a racist thinks is like, I'm not racist. I just have like stereotypes. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, the biggest one is definitely like, if you see a black person with a hood on, they're going to try to rob you or whatever the fuck. Yeah. That's like probably the oldest one. Right. And I think that a true like person who thinks that way, I don't think that they recognize that behavior as racist.
Because it's rooted in them.
It's conditioned. Exactly.
It's conditioned in them. Yes.
Exactly. They saw in a movie, or maybe it actually happened to them
at home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That shit, you don't, like I said, you're not born racist. I'm sorry. Damn. Right. You're not born racist. Right. That shit is conditioned, is rooted in you. You know what I'm saying? You grew up with that shit. You grew up saying black is bad. You know what I'm saying? White is right.
Well, see, but even that's like, I really don't think a parent has ever said that to a kid.
Yeah, but you ain't even got to say it. It's your actions. It's your mannerisms.
Yeah. You know that's what I mean. Like it's a behavior. But I think people who think and behave that way, they don't know that they're doing it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Yeah. So I'm saying, I don't know if that's how they think. I would just hope, like, I'm almost giving them the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. That they don't just wake up like, white people, we lead the earth. Yeah. Like, I don't think they think like that.
Because they don't know. They're not.
Yeah. They don't realize like the way they behave is racist or whatever.
I can see a lot of people being like that. I can see a lot of people knowing what the fuck they're doing is racist and still like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I can see it both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be really interesting to know.
Hell yeah.
But I also don't know if someone would ever just like out themselves like that.
You don't have to like
mask them up.
Yeah, mask them up or dim this shit up. Like, let's talk.
Like, you remember the show To Catch a Predator? To Catch a Racist. Start showing up at people's houses with like KKK signs on. I was like, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
these
one
my
of y'all.
people.
Right.
Oh man, that'd be some funny shit.
Man, that should be a hit, bro.
That's funny. The other thing I wanted to touch on. So this past weekend, I went skiing for the first time.
How'd that go?
Bro, I was so scared. So yeah, I've never done it before, and like I talked about on the show, being fat my whole life, like I never like trust my body. Like I've never learned to like trust my capabilities. You know what I'm saying? Because being fat, everything's harder. Like you balance is harder. Like running is harder.
Yeah, I can see what you said.
I never learned to skateboard or any of that shit. So I was scared as hell, and I'm scared of heights too. Right. So like even the ski lift is terrifying for me. It ended up going all right. Like I wiped my ass out, but I was feeling confident. I think I figured it out.
After a while, you got confident.
Yeah. I think I figured it out. It was good. I ended up going down the big hill twice.
Oh shit!
Busted my ass the whole way down, but I made it down.
Does that really count as going?
I mean, I wasn't like.
Oh, that's what I'm imagining. No. It's from the start.
I was like, 5 turns, falling on my ass.
Okay.
So, I was figuring it out. I'll get it in like 2 years.
Yeah.
But it just kind of made me think about like fear and fear in general, how fear can really like control you. And it just made me think about it because like I've been scared to go skiing. And so I decided to let that control me to where I want to do it. That fear from back then and when you had your old body. Yeah. And I've never like fully come over it. Like there's certain things that like in the summertime, like jumping off boats or shit. Like I get nervous because I've never built that trust with myself, Yeah. So it just got me thinking about like fear and how it's such a powerful thing. Like, for example, a fear of failing a class will make you stay up all night to study. It's like sometimes like fear is such a powerful emotion.
It can be the littlest fear too. Like it can be the biggest fear too. Like, it's a wide range.
It's crazy. Like it can literally control you to the point where like you're not even behaving like your normal self. Yeah.
It'll drive you crazy.
It's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah. It just made me think about that and like in general. And also like what fears I have because now that I've like overcame. Yeah. I overcame.
It might not seem much to everybody else, but it's something.
It was a win for me, bro.
Exactly.
It was a big win for me.
Can't knock your wins, man.
Up next is ice skating. I'm scared of that shit.
I remember going ice skating like 10 years ago, but I was all right.
Did you figure it out?
Yeah. I fell a lot, but then I got it. I got it after like 45 minutes to an hour.
I'm scared, bro. I'm scared of that shit.
You got to go when it's an empty rink.
Yeah. I got to break into an ice rink and go figure that shit out. Yeah. So it just got me thinking about that. Like, do you know of any fears that you have that like you haven't overcome yet, or some that you have maybe?
Man, I guess I could say like from when I was little, like growing up, I would see either just people, friends, family, and growing up and not obtaining a good life. And in like even being in middle school and high school, like seeing the the kids that's older than me being something in high school and then getting out of high school and not panning out. And that was always my biggest fear of, being in high school or being in middle school, doing a good job in school and sports, high school doing good in sports, and then getting out of high school and then it's like you fall on your face and then not being, I wouldn't even say successful or just, starting, having a good life. Mm-hmm. And that was my biggest fear. And the main reason that was my biggest fear is because I felt like that would have let my mom down. Wow. And that right there, like, pushed me so much because I didn't want to let my mom down at all. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Like seeing her go through her struggle, I wanted to become successful to make her life easy. Make whatever X amount of money so she wouldn't have to worry, you know what I'm saying? Or being able to little shit like pick her up, go take her out, buy her something. Buy her dinner. Buy her dinner because a lot of people that I know couldn't do that shit or still can't do that shit. And having her, you know what I'm saying, push me to be the best I can. Like that right there was my biggest fear of letting her down, my mom down. Wow. Yeah.
So was it like a fear of failure in general, or was it only
fear of failure, period, but with the addition of like You know what I'm saying?
Letting her down on top
of that. Yeah, bro. That was huge for me.
That's deep.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like at this moment you've overcome that? Or do you still live with that like fear of like this could all go away tomorrow type of shit?
I mean, anything can happen in a day. And you know what I'm saying? I try to, live the best life I can, stay out of trouble so that won't happen tomorrow.
Right.
But I feel like I'm on the right track. I think she's proud of me for sure. But you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get better. Mm-hmm. I want to go to the next stage. You know what I'm saying? I want to send her on a vacation.
Yeah.
That's going to be my next step. Since I ain't got no girl to spoil, I've been spoiled with my mom.
Moms.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be a crazy feeling. That'd be like completely fulfilling.
Like
send my parents on a vacation.
Yeah, bro. Like my favorite rapper, Montana 300, he said, damn, it feel good to go pick up my mama and take her out. Like that shit right there, bro. When I heard him say that like years and years ago, and then I finally did it, I'm like, man, it feels so good.
It's like going full circle, you know?
Man, like I'd be out with my family, we out to dinner. I'd be like, I got her tab.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That shit feels so damn good to me, bro.
Yeah. It's funny, like, once I went to college, or I guess graduated high school, started like working good jobs, was making like, good money for like an 18-year-old.
Yeah, no doubt.
I thought I was balling. Like, some of the best feelings I had was when I'd take my parents out and like I'd put my card down.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's one of the best feelings in the world to me.
Man, that's a deep fear, bro. That's a deep fear. I have the same sort of thing. Not so much of like letting them down, but I have a fear of not living up to their expectations. You know, like I know that like even if I fell off the face of the earth and stayed in this house for the rest of my life, they would never tell me I was a failure. Right. But I do have a fear of like I have a certain expectation for myself in my mind of where my life should be at a certain time. Yep. And I have also an expectation that they planted within me. Like my parents gave me confidence. Like they told me I was great from a young age. Yeah. And the positive of that is like I believe I'm great and I'm confident in myself. And the downfall of that is that I expect myself to be great. Yeah. So it's like a slippery slope. So I definitely do have a fear of like not living up to expectations. Yeah, bro. But even that is like, this kind of comes down to the conversation we had a few weeks ago. Is like figuring out what success is for me. Yeah, exactly. A success is different for everybody. Everyone's got their own version. Everybody got their own versions of success, bro. And that's what I love, like about me and my people. Yeah. Everybody got different levels of success. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere we come from, everywhere, all that bull. But you know what I'm saying? We grind and get to where we got to get to. And still come together and have a good time. Still come together and have a good time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Definitely, bro. So on top of that fear, do you have any other fears? Like any like practical ones or anything? Ooh, like being scared of heights or some shit like that. Yeah. Shit like that's what I was asking about, but you hit me with the deep one. My bad. No, you good. If you got more of those too, go ahead. But no, that's it. That's the main one. That's a deep one, bro. Wow. One fear of mine is damn, it's a whole bunch, bros. Yeah. I got another deep one that just reminded me. Go ahead. Getting a girl pregnant and not being with her for the rest of my life. Yep. And that's a fear of mine that's way up there. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with having a baby mama or a baby daddy because a lot of situations don't work out. Like, I see that every day. My family got it. You know what I'm saying? Right. It is what it is. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. Right. You just don't want it for yourself. I've seen how it is. I know a lot of people are doing good with being a single parent. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want that for myself. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I said, it's not bad, but I don't want it for myself. I want to be, you know what I'm saying? Best father ever. Yeah. Me too. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that, but I just want to, if I'm going to have a kid by a girl, I want to be with her. Yeah. Me too. So me too. That's one. The other one is practice safe sex. Brought to you by Trojan. 40 pack. Another one is man, I was in the shower before I came over here, bro. Yeah. I saw a movie or some show. I had a nightmare when a motherfucking tarantula came out the shower head. Shit. I was like, bro, I was in the shower today. I'm like, yeah, let me get out the motherfucking shower, bro. You were thinking about it today? That's funny. I think I saw a movie like not too long ago, bro. I was watching an old ass movie like last week. And then it just like came out the shower head, bro. I said, man, fuck. So are you afraid of spiders? I'm afraid of fucking spiders, bro. I would have to say yeah. Just because of like the like tarantulas are different though. I would say more like tarantulas. That like, those are demons, bro. Like this big, hairy and shit. Like, yeah. Those are demons. Those aren't spiders. Bro. Yeah. So that would probably be it. Okay. Yeah, I'm afraid of spiders, heights.
Right now, anything I can't outrun.
yeah. Anything faster than me, I'm scared of.
I can't even.
Let me think. Bro, all right, so you said a couple deep ones. I gotta say a deep one. I have self-diagnosed social anxiety sometimes. Mm-hmm. Like, there's certain environments. It's the weirdest thing. Like, if for anyone that knows me, like, I'm, talkative, social, whatever. But for some reason, like, there's certain environments I can get into where I just feel uncomfortable and I'll, like, shut down and I'm just, like, a different version of myself. And that's, like, another way that fear can control me. Like, I get so scared of what other people are thinking that I'll just, like, I'm a shell of myself. And, that's, like, a big fear of mine. It's, like, it's hard to, like, equate, like, what the fear is. I guess it's just a fear of, like, being uncomfortable or people judging me or whatever. Yeah. Which is, it's so funny because I'll tell myself in those moments, too, over and over, like, no one's looking at you right now. Like, no one actually cares what you look like. Yeah, you got to give yourself a pep talk while you're in that moment, bro. I definitely sometimes
understand
it works,
that.
sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. What I have noticed that helps is, like, letting people around me know how I'm feeling. Like, hey, can you, like, hang by my side like I'm feeling a little whatever. That always does help. But, yeah, it's a weird thing, bro. And I remember, like, the first time I ever remember feeling it was I went to a coffee shop, like, right out of high school because I was trying to do homework or whatever. So I was, like, 18. And I went to a coffee shop, and I just remember feeling like I just got like this wave of being uncomfortable. Yeah. Of like everyone was looking at me, and it was like the weirdest thing. And even now to this day, I have a hard time going into coffee shops by myself because of that experience.
That shit scarred you for life.
It scarred me for life. Because for some reason, I think in my head, like coffee shops are where the cool kids hang out. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like it's the weirdest thing. Unless I'm going with someone else. Like if I walk in there alone, bro, I start to feel like jittery.
I definitely feel you on that, bro. Like I hate going to social environments where if I go with somebody and then they just leave me. Mm-hmm. Like, bro, I don't know nobody in this motherfucker. Like, come on, bro. Like, stay right here. You're my guy. You my guy. Introduce me, and then so I can feel comfortable to people. Yeah. And like another one, like hit right on the nose right there. What you just said, being in a room where you don't know nobody. That one affected me too because I started hanging out with like different types of groups or whatever. And then I wouldn't know nobody. Yeah. And then people wouldn't know me, and they'd just look at me like, just this black dude sitting here. He don't know nobody. You know what I'm saying? Just leave me alone.
Or that's what you think they're saying.
That's what I think they were saying.
Yeah. But in actuality, they're probably not even looking at you.
Exactly. Yeah. They weren't. And then because I remember going to like a lot of resident parties at first. Mm-hmm. They ain't know nobody. I'll probably rock with one person. I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers are like standoffish towards me. They don't want to rock with me, this and that. Mm-hmm. I'm like, damn, all right, I don't want to go back to these motherfuckers. But I force myself. I'm like, hey, man, the only reason you can get them to know you is if you go meet them and, saying, come around them a little bit more. And basically, I force myself to get comfortable in being in awkward environments. Mm-hmm. So, like...
There's a skill to that. There is a skill. I haven't really mastered it, bro.
My thing is, like, when you get inside of... When you get, like, in that situation, I just try to, like, relax and then try to go meet people. Mm-hmm. Have a good, charismatic, smile and all that shit.
Oversell
it. Oversell it, what I'm saying? Act like you've been there before. That's my thing. Act like you've been there before.
I like that.
That one helps me a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny that you say that because that's probably the times I feel the most uncomfortable is if I'm in a new environment and there's new people. Yeah. And I've never been there before. Like, so I guess telling myself, like, I'm from here. I do this. Yeah.
Yeah, I do this shit.
That would help. Yeah, that would help. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So I just imagine, like, I bet a hard environment. I've never been in one of these, but a hard environment for me would be something like a cocktail hour, or like a networking event. Yeah. I imagine that shit would be tough for me. Yeah. Because I don't like, the other thing it kind of plays into this is like, I don't like forced relationships. Yeah. Like networking events, a good example of it. If we're just trying to meet each other to see what we can get from each other. Yeah. Like that shit makes me uncomfortable. Like, I don't like that. I've been to those before
too. Like the only way I can go to those is if I go with somebody that's also networking that I know. You know what I'm saying? And we both there, you know what I'm saying, kind of hip by hip, tag, you know what I'm saying? Right. Going by yourself, bro, that's a whole different world.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never, it's funny, like the coffee shop thing, bro, even to this day. And I always thought, like back when I was a big fella, I always thought that like...
Big fella.
When I was a big guard. Yeah. I always thought like when I lost the weight, like that's where the confidence would come from. Or those feelings of like social anxiety. I figured that shit would go away when I got skinny and cute. But like now that I am cute, It's crazy how like it's still there, bro, and the negative thoughts or whatever is like still in my mind, and I still got to battle them even to this day.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, it's just kind of funny. Like I've been spending a lot of time. I know we talked about it recently, but spending a lot of time like getting familiar with myself and the way that I look at things.
Yeah, got to.
And it is funny, like how much negative stuff like we tell ourselves on a day-to-day basis that's just completely made up, fabricated, comes from nowhere.
Being in your head too much, man.
Being in your head. And that's the biggest thing that people have been dealing with over this quarantine thing is nothing but time.
Yeah.
Nothing but being in your head.
Yep.
But it is just kind of funny how like your mind will really play tricks on you, bro. You just gotta learn how to deal with them.
Yeah, bro. That's why I always try to keep myself busy or, doing something productive. You know what I'm saying?
Or just something,
anything,
literally,
like going to watch a game with the homies or something like that, rather than staying at home by yourself watching it by yourself. Because when you by yourself, you just think about random shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
bro. That's definitely definitely a thing for me too, bro.
Any other fears? I can't really think of any like on the spot.
Fears. Let's see, man. I've been knocked out. I've been knocked out in front of people. I've been jumped. I've been lost. I took L's. What?
Got one. I have a fear of. I believe in myself and like my capabilities, that I could protect myself and whatnot. But I just have a fear of having to actually protect I'm not scared of protecting myself. I would be scared of having to protect someone I love or seeing them get in danger.
Yeah.
Because that's like. It's such a dangerous environment, like an emotional, like blood gets boiling. Like I just don't want to see, I don't want to see that side of myself, but B, also like mentally, I wouldn't be able to handle seeing someone that I love get hurt.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it put me in a dark place.
Yeah, man. That's huge, bro.
Yeah.
Like growing up, like when you see shit happen to people you love and not being able to do nothing about it, that's one that stuck with me forever too. For sure.
It hasn't happened to me too many times, like where I've been there and watched something happen. But like I've seen like fights between like my friends and other people, and it's a different kind of thing. Right. But like I watched my brother break his leg on the beach one time, and like that memory like scars me to this day. And so it's like I think that's where it comes from. It's like I just don't want to have to live through that again. Yeah. Something crazy like that happening. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That shit.
I'm just a softie, man. I don't want to see nobody get hurt.
No, I feel you, bro. I'm all about good times, good vibes. I don't want that fight shit happen, but sometimes it do, man. I've been on the end of the L's, even before too. Man. So it ain't cool.
Everybody got to lose a few fights, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, made me a better person though. Yeah. Now I know what to watch out for.
There you go. Man, anything else?
No, man. I was watching this show on Disney Plus, bro.
What is
it's called WandaVision.
I watched episode 1 last night. What'd you think?
I wasn't impressed.
No.
I didn't like it at first, bro. I think it's gonna be one of them slow builders, like really slow builders.
Yeah. So I guess we should say spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't seen it yet. But I just like so it's like a sitcom, right?
I feel like it's a sitcom, but it's going to lead into like some reality.
Something's
shit.
going on. Like you know what I'm saying?
Something. I think what I think, bro. I think that they're in this motherfucking machine or tool where they like like in a coma or some shit, and that's what they think their life is right now until they get broken out of it, and then they see what the fuck is going on.
Huh? That's interesting. Look.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but that's like I feel like Marvel's used that.
So you've seen like Endgame and Infinity War and whatnot. So Vision's dead, right?
Yeah. So this is before.
Or where my head went when I watched this must be an alternate timeline.
Oh, like from Doctor Strange?
How they introduced all that shit? Like, there's these alternate universes.
Yeah, alternate universe. Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm kind of thinking is like maybe this is a timeline where Vision didn't die or something like that. I don't know.
That could be it.
It was just like hard to watch for me because
I watched the second episode too. I'm like, man, this shit. I struggled watching this shit. Bro.
I struggled to get through the first one, bro.
I was mad. I'm like, okay, maybe it's gonna, but.
Yeah, I just like I don't really enjoy the sitcom style humor, like with the laugh tracks and all that shit. I don't really enjoy it.
That was cringeworthy for me to watch, bro.
For real?
Yeah, bro. I was just waiting for the action, bro.
Yeah, I was waiting for like someone wakes up and then all of a sudden it pops off.
Yep. I think that's what's gonna happen.
I'm assuming season or episode 5 or some shit will be like that. But I'm struggling to get through it though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it sucks.
But
speaking of Disney Plus,
what else you got?
The Pixar movies. The Pixar movie, The List.
Oh, shit. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Yes. You got it right there? Or I can pull it up. All right, I got
it. Sent that shit to me.
All right, so this list came out. This was like around Christmas time, actually, so we're kind of late to talk about it. But this is a timeless argument, so it's fine. So there's 4 movies on this list from Pixar, and we got to take one of them off.
And so one got to go.
One's got to go. And I still don't really have an answer. But the 4 movies are Monsters, Inc., The Incredibles, Toy Story, and Finding Nemo. Which, like, that lineup's crazy to begin with.
Well, I can tell you the ones that can be touched for me is Toy Story and The Incredibles for me.
Really?
Yeah.
So yeah, you definitely. I agree with you. Toy Story. You can't touch Toy Story.
You can't touch Toy Story.
But to me, like, you can't even look at Monsters Inc. You can't even make eye contact with that bitch.
People say the same about Nemo too, though.
But like, I think to me, it's between Nemo and The Incredibles for which one you gotta go.
To me, it's between the Monsters and Nemo, and I think I know what mine is now. I think I know which one gotta go. So out of the 4, between Monsters, Incredibles, Toy Story, and Finding Nemo.
Bro, this is so tough. Honestly, okay. So for me, Toy Story and Monsters are off the table. I'm going. I think The Incredibles gotta go.
I think Finding Nemo gotta go. Finding Nemo gotta go for me.
I'm not mad at that. It's definitely between Finding Nemo and The Incredibles. Yeah. I just think like the times I've rewatched Finding Nemo so many times and I've enjoyed it every single time. Right. And I don't remember rewatching The Incredibles as much. So that to me tells me that I don't like it as much.
Whenever I see it on TV, I watch it.
Yeah? Yeah. What'd you think about the second one?
I liked it.
Yeah, the second one was cold. Lit. That shit was cold.
It was lit, bro. I was like a little ass kid, popcorn. I was ready for that shit, bro.
Bro, I saw it at a drive-in movie theater too.
Oh, you probably even better.
I was snacking and I was had my shirt on and shit.
Bro, yeah, bro. The Incredibles is very, very where it's at, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love it when Halloween time, you know, you get to see people dressing up.
Get to watch all the classics, man. Yeah.
I love it. Incredibles is a great costume choice. Yeah. Especially the mom.
Bro, I wonder if the... yeah. Shit. She was the first cartoon character that could have got it,
man,
bro. Let me tell you.
Real, though.
Let me tell you.
Strapped.
Let me tell you. Also, the girl from Danny Phantom, she could have got it.
Oh, yeah. She was bad, too.
I don't remember her name, but she was... Oh, shit.
She was cold.
Who are my crushes back in the day on the cartoons, man?
That's tough. I feel like it was a whole bunch of them, though.
Shit. Let me think. Oh, Katara from Avatar. Aang's girlfriend.
Yeah. That's,
man.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Man.
But yeah, bro.
I'm not mad at Nemo coming off. Toy Story and Monsters Inc. Those are like 2 of my.
Yeah,
my
Toy Story is a classic, bro. Yeah. You can't get rid of it, bro.
I don't know. I don't remember the second one very much. Is that the one with the guy, the toy collector guy?
I get them mixed up, bro. After the first one, I get 2 and 3 mixed up. I know the
third one is the one with the teddy bear. You remember that one?
Yeah.
And they were like in a daycare.
Yeah. So what was the 4th one then?
The 4th one was about the spoon thing. That one came out like a few years ago.
Okay, yeah.
That one was lit too.
Yeah,
that one was lit. I don't really remember. I think the second one is about that toy collector guy, but I don't remember like the plot or anything. But yeah, Toy Stories, they're all bangers. Yeah, they're all bangers. Yeah, I'm all for the sequels to my childhood favorites. Yeah. But I'm not as big of a fan of the remakes, like the live action remakes.
Yeah, I mean, the only live action one that was dope was Lion King.
Yeah, I enjoyed
Lion King was
I enjoyed Lion King. I enjoyed it, but like at the same time, like I haven't watched it again. Like I enjoyed it the one time for the nostalgia. Yeah, but I don't know if like it definitely doesn't hold as much emotional weight as the original Lion King does.
Of course, I agree with that. You know, I agree with that. I feel like all the sequels and they lose a little bit. They lose a little bit of something. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. But I think what Pixar has done right is taking time. Like there was like 20 years before this Incredibles the second one came out.
Yeah, basically.
And I think like it's a good thing because when they go too fast, like I remember the second Aladdin movie's trash. Yeah. Or like the second, I don't remember the second Lion King movie.
Have you seen the real, like the Will Smith version of Aladdin?
Yeah, okay. I enjoyed it.
Okay, yeah,
me too. I enjoyed it, but that's the same thing too. Is like, I enjoyed it for the one-time watch, but I don't think I'll ever watch it again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
It was like a novelty. You know?
Yeah, it definitely was.
But man, I wonder like if they'll ever do like Toy Story live action or some shit. That'd be interesting. Or I think the Incredibles would be easy to do live because those are just superheroes.
Superheroes, yeah. I think they will do Toy Story eventually down the future.
I'm sure. Yeah. It seems like with this Mulan one, I'm pretty sure. I mean, obviously COVID kind of flopped it, but like it kind of flopped.
So I saw it, and A lot of people told me it was like horrible. It was. I mean, it wasn't good, but it wasn't.
It wasn't that good.
Nah.
What turned me off immediately, and I knew I was gonna watch it, was there was no songs.
Yeah. What the fuck?
And then no Eddie Murphy. I think what's it, like no, Mishu or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no Mishu. Yeah. Like, bro, come on.
Yeah, they like I said, it wasn't great. I wouldn't consider it horrible, but it was. I'll just say it was like if I gave it a grade, it'd probably be a D+.
Ooh, yikes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really want to watch it. I mean, I'm sure it was fine as a movie, but like all I would do is compare it to.
Like we have no choice. Right. We have no choice.
Yeah. But all right. Is that everything?
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
What NFL's playoffs happening?
Yeah.
I know Packers and Tampa Bay is about to go at it.
Yep.
Who you got in that matchup?
I'll
let you make the official prediction because I don't know shit.
I got Aaron Rodgers over
Mr. Tom Brady.
Just because don't get me wrong, Tom Brady is the most decorated quarterback ever. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call him the GOAT. But me, I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan. I feel like Aaron Rodgers has been my favorite quarterback for a while now.
You think he's better right now? Like, you think he's
he better than Tom Brady?
Right now. I'm not saying like in general.
Right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers has always been more talented than Tom Brady. Far as just athleticism, arm strength, being able to throw an arm angle on a run, any platform. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But Tom Brady just got something that everybody don't got.
That winning mentality.
It's that mindset, bro. Yeah. That sets him apart, bro. Like he puts fear in people when he got the ball last. But yeah,
even despite that, you're still going Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Packers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going with the Packers over the Buccaneers. And then on the other side, you got the Chiefs versus the Bills.
Yep.
I'm going Patrick Mahomes, boy.
Yeah.
Going to go with Mahomes, boy. Even though Jared Allen.
Jared Allen.
Jared Allen. What the hell?
What Jared Goff is his name?
No. Hey, I'm having a brain fart.
Bills.
Josh Allen. God dang it. Josh Allen. Number 17 quarterback for the Bills. I know you was.
I was not about to help you.
Josh Allen, he's becoming, a young dog.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I like their team.
He's a younger cat?
Yeah, he's a younger cat. Yeah, I think he was in the league 2018.
Okay.
So he's becoming a young dog, so I'm starting to rock with him. But I'm going with my homeboy. I want my homeboy to start building his rings up.
I don't know shit about football, but I know that he's nice, and I know the Chiefs are nice. That's all I know.
He got concussed last week. He was out for a quarter plus.
I saw, so I
was nervous as hell.
I watched some football yesterday.
So hopefully he's good to go, and I want to see Mahomes versus Rodgers in the championship.
Okay.
Either one.
What would be your prediction then?
I mean, I want Mahomes to win, but if Aaron Rodgers win, I'm cool with that too because that's my dog.
I wonder if he'd win and dip out. Just call it. Because he's been playing for like
but he's having a great year. Him and Brady having a great year right now.
Might as well keep going.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't break it.
Yeah, and if you're enjoying it, I mean, that's the biggest thing it comes down to. Like, hey, if I'm good at some shit, like LeBron, or I don't know how old Aaron Rodgers is, but I'm assuming he's 35 plus.
Yeah, yep.
If I'm that old, but I'm still good at what I'm doing and I enjoy it, hey,
kicking ass.
That's all I need.
So, yeah.
All right. There's an official prediction. You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Yeah, let's go.
So, are we 2 weeks away from the Super Bowl then? Or is there still a week break?
I think it's like February. It's February something. I think it's a week. It's a week break. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I completely forgot about the Super Bowl. Because it's normally like first week of January, right?
No, the first week of February.
Oh, okay. So they're on pace?
Yeah. They're on pace. Yeah.
I didn't know that. All right. Appreciate everyone listening. Thank y'all, as always. This is episode 69.
A lot.
I ain't gonna make no jokes. Anyway, we out of here.
I will.
Peace.
Peace.